Welcome to Brand Builders TV. Deep dive topics, tools and resources brought to you by global thought leaders from within the Brand Builders Club. This show gives you access to the strategies that you can use to move forward with ease and flow in every area of your life and business. In today's show, Sally is going to show you how to live in bliss right now. Learn it, model it, and get shit done. Let's go.
I'm known as a Bliss Alchemist. I'm a conduit for self-mastery. I define bliss by the acronym boldly living in a safe space. And while alchemy is the power or process that changes or transforms something in a mysterious or impressive way, I guide you and support you so you can create a healthy, happy life, one of satisfaction that is totally yours. And today we're going to walk away with the 6 steps to build a foundation creating your bliss. And you will be invited to join a community because a journey is more fun with friends. And as you know, bliss to me means boldly living in a safe space. So we're going to look at boldly today. So what is the first letter in bold? It is breathe. Today we're going to talk about a Luna breath. And I know in yoga it's a little different. They've got a different name for it. But this is what a Luna breath sounds like. Do you know that breath? It's a powerful grounding breath, and it's a calming way to breathe. You breathe in through your nose and out through your nose while you open your throat. My dog does this breath. I think of it as her purring. When I learned this breath, it sounds like when you hear when you put a conch shell to your ear. Yeah, that sound. When I learned this breath, I was told the story of a woman who was walking home at night. And it was dark, and a lot of porch lights weren't on. And she was walking down the street, and she saw someone coming up, and the hair stood up on the back of her neck. And she didn't know, there was no place for her to go. No lights were on the porches, like I said, so she couldn't go up and knock on a door. She remembered this breath, and she started to breathe it. Well, the man walked by. She didn't give it a second thought till the next day when she heard about an assault that had taken place in her neighborhood. And she thought to call the police, and she did. And she said, I don't know if this is appropriate, but I'll tell you, last night around this time I was walking, coming home, and this is where I live. And if this will help you, I have a description of the man. So they put her through all the channels that she needed to go through, and they got his description, arrested the man, and he was shocked. They found him. How did you find me? There was nobody out. And they found him because of the description. He never saw her because she was on a different vibrational level than him. He was like jazzed, and she was calm and grounded. And those two energies did not connect. So breathe before any engagement and before we move on to the next step. You can continue doing this breath in through your nose. Our next letter is O in boldly. It's organize. And honestly, this is a struggle for me to be organized. I do this now so I can produce, and on hindsight, I see the huge benefit of planning the week ahead. When my children were home, I did this in a limited way by getting the meals together on Sunday. I planned the week's menus, shop, cook, and then I'd have all the meals ready to roll. So no matter what was coming up, we could pull out a meal. You didn't have to rush around, try to find, stop by a fast food place or a grocery store or anything. And if I knew then what I know now, I would have also suggested bring your calendar to Sunday dinner and we will plan the week. Because everybody, no matter how young, has something going on that week. Even the youngest child has a birthday party coming up, right? And how many of us have been racing around a store trying to find the gift for that child 15 minutes before your kid has to be at their party? So it would make a difference. Everybody's on the same page. You can plan your calendars. How are we going to get to your sporting event? I've got this meeting. I can't be there for this. You guys are going to have to pick up. How can we make this all work? So if we're talking about work or business or life, be organized in what you want to create. Start with the vision you have for 5 years from now and work your way back. Look at your life from an eagle's perspective. Then bring in mouse energy to help with the minutia. For example, I see clients starting at 10:30. So early morning is my best focus time. Now with my business as well as a job, I really must plan my month, week, and day in advance. Not to mention this 5-year plan. And found the easiest way for me is to focus on one goal at a time. So on Mondays, I might be looking at what can bring more money into my business. What projects do I have coming up that I need to invite people to? Tuesday can be creative time, creating content, blogs, Facebook posts. However, organizing that, getting that together, multi-purposing things. And then on Wednesday, I can post what I created. Notice my jobs are small. I'm not moving a mountain here. And Thursday, I like to call my previous clients. I aim for 5 phone calls. And honestly, I learned a tip from the Women's Prosperity Network sisters. Text first. Get your number, text and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Do you have time for a chat? This is not a sales call. This is a connection call. If you happen to have something that can help them, if they're dealing with something that's a problem that you might have a solution to, you can ask, may I offer a suggestion? Or I may be able to help you with that. But don't just expect this to be a sales call. This is a connection call. You do not know how many people have scheduled with me after just reaching out to say hi. It opens the lines of communication. Maybe they were thinking of you too. Who knows? And then Friday, I just tie up loose ends. I finished those things that I thought I was, I wanted to do but never had. And that brings us to our next letter, L. List. And now that you're organized with your day's plan, make a list of all you need to do. Make a list of your priorities. And then the top 3. I mean, if you get 3 done, that is cause for ginormous celebration. Don't worry about the rest. Top 3. 1 is an event. Take the time to celebrate that one accomplishment. Cross it off. Put little stars by it. That's why you write it down. It's like cleaning out a closet and not stepping back to go, wow, that really looks nice. I'd forgotten about that outfit. Now I've got all these new clothes. So take the time to make a list and check it off. Your body and your spirit need to know that you've accomplished something and that you appreciate the effort that went into it. So don't fret if there's only one thing you check off, because that's more than you would have done before. Now we come to decide, the D in boldly. Decide. Decide what is most important to do today. And as a business owner, it's kind of like I mentioned, these all flow together. What do you need to have? Do you want more clients? Do you want more connections? Do you want to be on more podcasts? What do you want? And then reach out to those appropriate parties. You're creating a stronger bridge every time you reach out. Think about how many times you haven't responded to an email or it's taken you months to get back to it. You were not dissing them. You were not disregarding the importance of that email. It just went by the wayside, down to the bottom of the pile. So the same thing is happening on the other side. Reach out again. Reach out again. Add humor. But decide that you're going to do what you know how to do. I mean, how many times do we sign up for something? Oh, it sounds like a great thing to do. And so we sign on to the webinar and we learn these tips and we walk away with it and don't implement. That's called edutainment. It's not education. So I'm asking you to learn it and decide to practice it. Give it a good try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Move on. You're good. You're only moving forward. And that's what I'm giving you a license to do. I'm giving you permission to set out to do what you want. Give yourself permission to really show up. Give yourself permission to reach out to people, because you can show up. You can't show up too big or too bright, because that's what you're here for. And Marianne Williamson is famous for saying, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And I'll continue with that poem of hers, because we don't always hear the rest. Just let these words wash over you. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, to be gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. I'll add here, universe, source, whatever keeps everything humming, whatever energy is out there. We ask ourselves, your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. You are meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God within each of us. It is not just in some of us. It is in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Who are you not to show up? You're here to be you, to march to a different drummer, to be yourself. Who are you to hold back? Because you may be the one that one person is looking to guide them, to open their eyes to possibilities. So I want you to say yes, yes, yes. Anchor your celebration of life with a resounding yes. If that is taking a day of self-care or throwing yourself 100% into a project, or giving yourself permission to be you. If it is important for you to do it without feeling the draining emotions of guilt or unworthiness. Let each cell of your body feel your commitment to boldly living your blissful life, your blissful journey. So today you heard my suggestions on how to live boldly, and you can have your own. This is something to get you thinking and creating. We went over the breath, organize, list, decide, license, and yes. And if you are looking for a community of women stepping boldly into their future, I'd love you to join me in yourblissfuljourney.com/membership, because your journey can be brighter if you walk with friends. Goodbye for now, friends. Thank you for hanging on just a little longer with me. And don't be a stranger. Bye for now.
I hope that you've enjoyed the show today as much as we've enjoyed making it for you. If you've got anything out of this episode, please do tell someone else how they can subscribe to the Brand Builders TV channel at youtube.com/brandbuilderstv. Why not join us at our next Brand Builders Thinkubator, a global mastermind that we run every week to take away the loneliness of being in business on your own. For more information and to book your place, visit light.brandbuilders.club/Thinkubator. That's light.brandbuilders.club/Thinkubator. Until next time, be the ripple that you wish to see in the world, and we'll see you soon.